This video will cover two-step inequality word problems. What we're going to do is we're going to solve these and we're going to check them, but we are not going to graph them. Okay, first one. 5 more than twice a number is less than 25. Twice, what does that word mean? Right there. I know that gives a lot of students a hard time. That means multiply by 2. It's twice something. So twice what? A number. That would mean 2x. And 5 more than means you would add 5 to it. That whole thing is less than 25. So I'm going to solve this then by subtracting 5 from both sides. And I have 2x is less than 20. Divide by 2. And x is less than 10. For my check step, I'm going to use the original inequality. 2x plus 5 is less than 25. I need to pick something that will satisfy it. So it needs to be a number that's less than 10. Good old 0 is going to work here. Plus 5 is less than 25. This is why it's beautiful. It completely took the math out of there because it eliminated that first term. 5 is less than 25 and it works. Okay, moving on. Try this one on your own. Pause the video. Okay, 7 subtracted from the product of x and 4. Product is multiplication, so x and 4 would mean 4x. 7 subtracted from this would give you that, and then is greater than or equal to 1. Greater than or equal to 1. So I'm going to start by adding 7 to both sides. Then I have 4x is greater than or equal to 8. Divide by 4. And x is greater than or equal to 2. For my check step, use the original inequality. 4x minus 7 is greater than or equal to 1. And I need to pick either 2 or a number larger than 2. So how about 5? 4 times 5 minus 7 is greater than or equal to 1. This is 20 minus 7 should be greater than or equal to 1. And 13 is greater than or equal to 1. And it works. Awesome. Now let's try a word problem. Izzy went shopping for milk and bread. Her shopping budget is $15. She purchased 1 gallon of milk and 2 loaves of bread. The gallon of milk costs $3.90. Write and solve an inequality to find the possible cost of each loaf of bread. Well, this is where that wonderful let statement comes in handy. Let x equal the cost, or I should say, the possible cost of each loaf of bread. So the possible cost of each loaf of bread. Each loaf of bread. Okay, so what we know here from the problem, she's purchased a gallon of milk, and we already know the cost of that. And she's buying 2 loaves of bread. We just don't know how much each loaf is. So if we say that 2 times the cost per loaf plus $3.90 should be less than or equal to her budget of $15. Subtract $3.90 from both sides. And 2x is less than or equal to $11.10. Divide both sides by 2, and x is less than or equal to $5.55. So, each loaf, to answer the question, each loaf could cost up to $5.55 each. And that, again, is assuming no tax. So for my check step, wouldn't it be great, no tax, is 2 times, it has to be a number less than or equal to $5.55, so I'm going to choose 5. Plus 3.9 has to be less than or equal to 15. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3.90 less than or equal to 15. This is 13.90 is less than or equal to 15, and it works. That is all. Good.